Today we're talking about red flags and why we ignore them and what's the deal with all that, honestly. I think regardless of who you are, you experience moments in your life where there are situations that come up or people that come up where you do not feel right about it. There's just something like in your gut that is telling you, I don't think so. And we have a decision to make in that moment of whether or not we're going to listen to that. What I want this video to focus on is also the importance of our intuition and the reason why basically we were all created with this thing inside of us that has us evaluate things. It gives us awareness to things that we don't quite know yet. It gives us a way to move forward and ask more questions maybe, or to back away. I'm talking business deals. I'm talking if you're looking for a new house, you walk in, or you know it's not really what you're looking for, or maybe you even put in an offer on a house. They come back with a conditional offer and then you decide, you know what, after sleeping on it, I'm just not feeling it. And so you don't move forward with that decision. Same with business. You might have an interview. It might go well. Or you might go into the interview thinking, I'm looking to get this job. Then you get there and you're just not getting a good feeling about the personnel or the vibe of the place. Or you meet new people. You're interested in someone and you feel like there's something off. There's something that I'm not seeing, that they're not saying. And so then you have a decision of whether or not you want to back away. With that, talking about relationships, you may befriend someone that you're like, I just really want to help them. And that is a good intention. However, the people that give you that feeling of like, I don't know, like there's something there that I'm not seeing, usually they're not looking for your help. And that's not really your role, because they can change themselves if they want to. They can, but they're just choosing not to. For your own protection and safety, you don't have to stay around to figure out what their issues are in order to help them deal with them, if they are manipulators and such and so forth. I think if we feel any type of discomfort or that sinking feeling in our stomach, we have the opportunity to protect ourselves. That's not to say that we don't have compassion over people or we're not excited about opportunities. When you see a stop sign, right, you're going to stop at it. If you don't, you're going to get a ticket because you just did something that could have put you in harm and other people in harm's way, which is obviously not what you want. That's kind of like with red flags. If you ignore them or you consistently ignore them and it's become a pattern for you, then I think it's time for you to take inventory about, and that's a word I use, I know. I think it's time then for you to take inventory of what's that about. Like, why do I keep ignoring things that would be for my own best interest to not ignore? I think once you're able to figure that out for yourself, you are set. Like, you will know. I think that feeling, that intuition, once you start to listen to it and go with it more and to really just become more in tune with that, it becomes stronger. It becomes louder within us so that we don't have to put ourselves into situations where we might not be safe or people might try to take advantage of us or stuff like that. Like, so that might be all nice and all, but you might be telling me like, okay, Tanya, like, I don't know what that gut feeling is like. Well, then I would invite you then to take some good, proper alone time. Just be quiet with yourself. Focus in on trying to access that. Or look back and analyze certain situations where either you feel you kind of got screwed over or you feel like things could have gone better, and analyze Were there signs that I was ignoring? Were there things that I maybe felt at the time that I maybe didn't know what it was exactly in here, but I still went with it? And maybe that will help give you an idea or remind you of things that were in the moment for you back then that you could apply into your life now, so that you don't have to either keep making the same mistakes or keep finding yourself in the same situations, so that you're able to plot a new way forward for yourself and focus in on protecting yourself, knowing what's best for you. That's a part of self-care. That's something that I want to talk about next week. What are some myths about it? What does society say self-care is? And then what is it really? What is self-care really about? I believe that following our gut and our intuition is part of having self-care. I hope this video made sense to you. Like this video. If you have yet to subscribe, then subscribe. And if you feel like sharing your stories, then feel free to share in the comments below. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next week. Bye.